Welcome to Healing Out Loud with Coach Lateka, where we have real talk, real pain, and real healing. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Visit lscgloballlc.com/healed. Welcome to another episode tonight. I am super duper excited about tonight's show. I'm excited about tonight's show. I'm excited about tonight's show. Yes, I'm super excited. Who am I? I'm Coach Lateka. What? You didn't know? Oh, you just thought I was a pastor. Yeah, I'm more than just a pastor. I'm also a coach. I'm also a talk show host and so many other things. But welcome on in tonight to Healing Out Loud. Don't know what your day's been like. Don't know if you had some ups or some downs, but I hope that you are on here tonight and we can have a little fun, even with a serious topic. So welcome again to those of you who are tuning in and will hit the replay to Healing Out Loud with Coach Lateka. Boy, we have some things that we are doing out here in these streets, in these online streets. And I'm super excited to say that I'm glad God allowed me to get here. You know, sometimes the things that you go through in life, you have no idea why all these things are happening to you. You just like, can we just talk and be for real? You just like, this just don't seem fair. This just don't seem right. Like, how is it that I was born into this family? How is it that I married that joker? How is it that this happened to me and I was minding my own business? Like, I didn't sign up for this. Do I sound like some of you out there who ever felt like this before? I didn't sign up for this. We didn't sign up for the ups and down roller coasters. We didn't sign up for people to come in and just do what they want to do to us, flip us up, just hurt our feelings. And if they could, they would have shot us, buried us, and then brought us back, right? But we're here. We're present. And we're accounted for. And I'm excited to say that you're here. And I'm grateful, even if you're hitting the replay, coming on and watching this show tonight. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule just to chime in with us, because we are healing out loud. Healing is a journey. Healing is a process. This is not something that just happens overnight. It doesn't always happen overnight. And I'm telling you, it sounds like a cliche what I'm about to say, but it is the truth. Some things which seem like they're bad do happen to good people. Are you one of those? It just seems like bad stuff just keeps happening. And when you're at a point where you feel like you can take a breather and you can just inhale, you're smiling for a moment, boom, like they said, life be lifing. But I come to let you know, even when life be lifing, you still got to be mindful of who you are and how to pivot and respond correctly. Maybe you haven't always responded correctly to the things that come your way. You know, I'm going to be 100 because on here, it's real talk, real pain for real healing. And I had to go through the process of real pain so that I could get to this place of real healing. Can you just put that in the comments? Real healing. You know that song say, I need a little TLC. Well, I forget. No, RSPECT. I want respect. And then they say a little TLC. Well, I want real healing. I want real healing. What about you? Hello, Karen. God bless you. Good to see you. I want healing. And I didn't know what that really meant all those years ago. Now here it is. Oh my gosh, my birthday is less than 30 days away. How about that? I'm getting ready to turn 51. 51. And I'm telling you, it wasn't until I got into my 40s, can I be 100? I got into my 40s that I began to really tap into this healing. This healing is what I need. This healing is what I deserve. This healing is what you need. This healing is what you too deserve. You deserve to receive healing. You deserve to get your healing. You deserve peace in your life. We don't need to just keep being in the pursuit of happiness, because happiness is fleeting. So what we have to learn how to do is pursue joy. Pursue those things in your life that just don't fall away overnight. And real joy comes from the inside. So when you are at a point and your feelings are all over the place and you have situations that you haven't dealt with appropriately, then we can easily find ourselves going in a cycle that we didn't ask for. And we're trying to figure out, how did I get out of this place? And maybe I'm talking to you. Maybe you're in a position now and things are not really falling suit the way that you would want it to. And you may be asking yourself that question: how do I get out of this? Like, how do I just feel better? How do I wake up and not cry all the time? Like, how do I walk through life and having a real smile on my face? Some people have adapted that slogan or that saying, fake it till you make it. And can I be real with you? Those of you who've been in church, you already know that is something that they have pressed upon us. Just fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. You're faking being happy in relationships. You're faking being happy on your job. You're faking having conversations in the supermarket. You're faking with your family. And you, can I be real with you, faking with yourself. Easy for us to just fake it with ourselves. And the truth is, sometimes we don't even know who we are, because we go through so many things. And as we talked about last Saturday, we're easy to put things on the back burner and not deal with it. We're over here healing out loud. It's time to deal with it. Can you come on and say that? Find a neighbor and let them know, honey, girl, bruh, whomever. It's time to deal with the junk in your trunk. It's time to deal with it, because you shouldn't just be beautiful and looking good on the outside. You should be looking good and feeling good on the inside too, that no matter what's coming your way, you can adapt, you can pivot, and you don't allow it to just take you out and you begin to act out loud. So I do have some great points that I'm going to pull up for you tonight. Good to see you, Angie Hill. Good to see you, Sandra. Good to see you, those of you who chiming in on TikTok. And I know TikTok, you can't really see my screen, but I wanted to do something fun and exciting tonight. And just to bring it up so you all will know, tonight on Healing Out Loud, this is our second episode. We already launched it on last Saturday. So I'm still trying to dive in to see exactly what day I can dedicate to doing a show at least once a week to bring you good pointers. And listen, from suicidal thoughts, attempts, depression, dark depression, defeat, woe is me mentality, low self-esteem, very, very low self-esteem. I didn't even love myself, didn't know how to love myself, had no idea that there was anything remotely good that could happen in my life other than my 3 babies. And I'm telling you, this book that God has blessed me to craft is the healing journey you need to get out of being stuck. You're not stuck. You're becoming. The only way you can consider yourself to be stuck is if you refuse to get up. So sis, get up. Tell your sister on here, get up, girl. Brother, if you're on here, you hitting the replay, come on and let them know, bruh, come on, get up. There is still life to live. Can you tell somebody that? There's still life for me to live. I had no idea when I checked out 2010, 2011, when I checked out and I didn't want to do God no more. We said we were having real talk. I didn't want to do, listen, what? I didn't want to do God no more. I didn't want to do family. I didn't want to do church people, especially. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to exist. And I hated my life every single day. And I know some of you who may have just heard about me or met me or saw me in these social media streets, you would have never known that, because I've learned how to smile. I'm not masking nothing. I am seriously happy. It doesn't mean that everything is going right. God has just taught me how to forgive myself, how to forgive others, how to stop placing the blame on everybody else but myself, deal with the things that are going on, and learn how to tap into him. I have learned how to come in agreement with his plan, because my plan didn't work. Every time I tried to do what I wanted to do, I kept finding myself repeating cycles. Maybe that's what you're going through right now. You find yourself repeating cycles. Maybe the cycle is a job. Maybe the cycle are the same kind of people on the job. Maybe the cycle that you're repeating is being at church and it's not working for you. So you go to another church that's not working and you go to another. You get the gist. You can't divorce your family, but you can learn how to treat them with respect and love, even if that's not what they're giving you in return. You can't give out what you don't have. So that's why you got to learn how to love yourself. Hello, Christine. I'm doing well. Let me move my little screen so I can see these comments over here. Doing well. How are you all doing? Listen, we're going to dive in and have a little fun facts on here. And we're going to dive into our topic right after that. Y'all want to have a little fun? How was your day? Come on and talk back to me. Come on and talk back to me. Christine, how was your day? Okay. Now, Cameron, how was your day? Those of you who are on here, how was your day? I know this is a serious subject, but those who have followed me for years, knowing that when I came into the radio world, the talk show world, we had fun on my shows. Diva's Boss Lady, Dynamic, Intelligent, Vivacious, Ascending Sister. Come on. We had fun. I loved being on the radio. What? And then you're able to get the people to call in, and we were able to give out all kinds of goodies. Like we grew a tea. Like it was so dumb. Oh my gosh. It was just a whole different personality that came out. And some of you are like, she pastor, but listen, I love my life. I love to have a good time. I love to laugh. Life is too serious. I have been through so much hell already. Like I didn't pass those tests. I'm ready to move on. Can you say that? I'm ready to move on. Christine, are you ready to move on? Angie, you ready to move on? Come on. Are you ready to move on? My day was good. My day was good in the hood, because it is what you make it. So I got some little fun facts that I want to give to you tonight. Plus, I'm going to do a giveaway, a $25 giveaway, and I'm going to give you those details shortly. But I want to go into these fun facts, okay? So the giveaway is something that I love to do. And can I say this, like even in the course, of course, this particular show, Healing Out Loud, is built around my healing journey course. Of course it is. But also because I've gone through so much in my life, this is me giving back to you freely, to give you whatever points I could. So you can go in and look at the the first episode that we had on Saturday. And boy, that was good. I went deep, but we're going to be going deeper and deeper and deeper because, honey, this well, I was talking to my son, and this is what I told him. Because maybe this conversation, I wish he was on here so we could just dialect. Because me and my kids, my grown kids, we have some great conversations because we can talk about the past. And then when I was a mother, it won't like that. Okay. We were serious with them babies coming up. But as you grow and you evolve and you forgive, you let go and you heal, you don't feel as pressured. I learned afterwards that there were a lot of things I could have done differently, like had an outlet rather than yelling at my babies. Ooh, that was another one. Yeah, that's real. I yelled at my babies. I came from that yelling family. We yelled at everything. Get over here and sit down. Shut up. What did I tell you? Ooh, yeah, that was me. But God healed me. And as he began to heal me, this is what he let me know. He said, you didn't have an outlet. You thought, oh, I'm getting ready to go somewhere, y'all. You thought that just going to church, especially in the African American culture, Black churches, you thought because you can get up and run around and you feel so much better. And you thought that I was a part of that. Ooh, I'm going there because this is real talk. I'm telling you, the Holy Spirit didn't put me down. Listen, he laid me on the couch. And I'm going to be walking you through many, many, many things as experiences. So I don't have to talk about you. I don't have to talk about you and what you're going through. You just listen to what I'm going through. You can type it in the comments and I'll talk to you through your comments and everything. But I'm going to be real with you so that you can see I'm healed today. But a few years back, no. Especially raising my children, no. Especially life, oh my gosh. And he said, you were in there because you come from that background of shouting. You come from that background of speaking in tongues. So when you went in there, that was the time that you just released all that pressure that was built up. I said, what? He's like, yes, you did that. And they let you because that's what everybody else was doing. And I'm not saying that God don't come in and he don't, like we don't feel him and we get excited and we start shouting and those of us who speak in tongues, we out there speaking in tongues and we're dancing and we're thanking him. But sometimes we don't know why we're doing the things that we're doing. And it's because we have to release something. So we wait until we come into that kind of community where there are like-minded people like us and the music hits one way, a song comes on and the spirit is moving, but that is an opportunity that you have to release it all to him there instead of releasing it all to him in your home. And he began to let me know that you were running around, you were screaming. That was your outlet. That was your outlet. That wasn't good. But those are lessons that I learned going forward. So it's always good to know the why that you do what you do. Can you put in the comments? I need to know the why I do what I do. We're healing out loud. This is a journey. This is a process. Healing doesn't happen overnight. As long as it took you to get to the place or the shape that you're in your life, it's still a process. And even if and after you have surrendered your life to Christ and you're like, I accept you as my Lord and Savior, I bring you into my life, I'm saved, I'm born again. Well, guess what? You still got to clean up those old habits and those old ways. They don't always go away overnight. They will. Those demons, those spirits that have been where you have been delivered or you have renounced, they'll come back waiting for an opportunity when you least expect. And the next thing you know, something happens where Bob triggered you. Or Johnny said this, or Sue said that, or Shanika did this. And then all of a sudden you're triggered and you begin to have emotional ways of how you want to handle the problems that are coming your way. But we got to deal with us. I need to know the why I do what I do. Come on, Sylvia. I need to know that. I got to deal with me. So y'all ready to have some little fun on here with some fun facts? Let me go ahead and pull that up on my screen. All right. I know you can't see it on TikTok, but I'm going to read it to you and you can do your chime in too. So just know if you're participating, that's a good thing. So this is Healing Out Loud with Coach Lateka, and we're talking. It's a talk show. So we're talking through things. I'm helping you to unwind. I'm bringing some good points to you. But I'm also letting you know this is a good place for community to start. We need to have accountability and a community. Can you put that in the comments? I need to have accountability and community. Because if I don't have accountability, then I'm not always going to check myself. I'm not always going to see what I shouldn't be doing or shouldn't be saying. It's not going to be checked because I'm not always going to check myself. Can you agree? Some of you might agree, disagree, it don't matter. But I know that's true for myself. I need accountability and I need community. You are not meant to be an island in this world alone. You are not the only one growing through your experiences. You are not the only one who has gone through what you have had to deal with. You are not the only one, and you will not be the only one. I got pregnant at 16, and I promise you, I felt like I was the only one. Because honestly, it was only 3 of us during that time, early 90s. Really? That wasn't just people popping up having babies like they do now. That was like, what? She's pregnant? High school? Out of wedlock? Oh my gosh. Whew, that's a story for another day. All right, so let's go to our fun fact here. Did you know gratitude can increase your happiness by up to 25%? And you said, I just want to be happy. You just want to be happy? Well, learn to be grateful. So what are you grateful for today? You can put it in the comments. What are you grateful for today? Come on, Angie. She on top of it. My life, my husband, and family. All right, girl. Yes. My life, my husband, and my family. That's wonderful. Anybody else? What are you grateful for today? Gratitude can increase your happiness. You said you wanted to be happy. 25%. That's huge. By up to 25%. Learn to be grateful. Why? Because it could be worse. God knows it has been worse, right? All right. So now let's go to it's what you know. Asking you a question. You can chime in and see what your answer is. How do you show gratitude? Do you show gratitude by morning journaling? B, thanking someone? C, reflecting at night? D, I'm just starting. So you can chime in. Which one are you? A, B, C, D, or E? Neither. How do you show gratitude? A, morning journaling. B, thanking someone. C, reflecting at night. Or D, I'm just getting started. You can put your letter for your answer in the comment. Which one do you feel works best for you? How do you show your gratitude? Karen says by thanking someone. How are you showing gratitude? Angie said, I'm A. Is that A through C or just A and C? Which one is that? She says morning journaling. And I'm thinking she's saying thank someone and reflecting at night. All right, girl, come on. Sandra says, I'm thanking someone. Sylvia says, I'm thanking someone. So what's the best answer here? All are great. Consistency is key. That's the answer. A, B, C, D, and whatever else you can think of. All right, let's go on to the next one. Did you know that laughter boosts your immune system and lowers stress? You said you stressed out. You said you stressed. You said you mad. You said you big mad. Okay, laughter laughter boosts your immune system and lowers stress. So here's the question. What made you laugh this week? I wish I had that sound. I may have to adopt that and put that sound in here so we can really have fun with this. I'm building up my platform for this. You see, I got my intro now for my beat, my music. I got my banner, got my logo. Like we in there like swimwear. Hey. All right. So going back to this. What made you laugh today? Anybody want to share? What made you laugh today? This is Healing Out Loud. Laughter is therapy. What made me laugh this week? You know, I have a serious job, but I was laughing at myself this week already. Oh, you talking about me, Auntie? She said my niece. Girl, stop playing. Why you got to pick on me? That's awesome. But it's always good. Understand this. Smiling is contagious. Love is contagious. What's the opposite of all this stress? You're carrying on. Maybe you have a stressful job. You have a stressful life. You have a hectic schedule. Kids are calling you. You feel like you're being tossed and thrown on every which way. What are you doing to minimize the stress in your life? Angie says, my grandson running into the wall. Girl, my poor Kagan running into the wall after taking my popcorn. He was wrong for that. Then I had to ask him to forgive me. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Yeah, stop telling our business, Auntie. Don't play. And Sylvia says, my friend at work. Awesome, awesome. Come on. A conversation turned to Bible study. Oh, gotcha. That was deep on it. That was deep. That was deep. All right. So let's go on to the question. All right. It's what you know. What's your favorite way to add laughter to your day? This is the question. What's your favorite way to add laughter to your day? A, funny videos. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. B, talking to a friend. C, watching a comedy. Now, what's your answer? Watching a comedy, talking to a friend, funny videos. Listen, I'm gonna tell you mine. I love watching funny videos. I love watching funny videos. I'm going to tell you about this one episode, honey. I wish I could bring that up. I might have to do that one day and bring it up on my screen so you all can see it, honey. Have you seen the video of the girl who created a video? She actually picked up fruit and one cherry supposedly fell in the floor. She picked it up and she said, this is a cherry. I just bought this from the store. And she said, let's go ahead and do taste testing. So she tasted it. She bit into it. And I was like, that don't look like a cherry. It was a pepper. And she started biting. She said, oh, this is a pepper. Okay. And then she bit into it again. It was a little small, hot habanero pepper. Homegirl's mouth was on fire. She told whomever it was, give me some water. Anybody know? Don't add water when your mouth is on fire. That's the opposite. All right. So your answer, come on. All right. Stacy says, I laughed at my 91-year-old patient. He had his keys in his pocket yesterday. He was planning to pick his dog up. Oh, bless his heart. I got one of those too. I was looking for my phone. I was asking everybody for my phone and it was in my hand. Oh, that's embarrassing. I was serious. I was like, where's my phone? Oh, honey, I understand. Okay. Oh, we had D, being silly on purpose. D was one of the answers. It was blocked. Forgive me. D was being silly on purpose. All right. So Sylvia says A and B, funny videos and talking to a friend. Stacy says C, watching a comedy. Sandra says A, this is what she enjoys doing. Who else would I miss? Karen, We already had you. Angie says, A, funny videos. That's my thing. All right, so let's see what the answer is. All of the above. Laughter is healing. Put that in the comments. Laughter is healing. All right, we're going to dive in a minute. And I'm not going to have you on here much longer. I just want us to have some fun. This is how you just never know what you're going to get here. You just never know how we're going to flow. I don't want it to always be serious just because we have tough conversations. And this is how we learn to maneuver. I want you to laugh. I want you to let your hair down, or some like wipe it off, right? I need you to just get back to being you, because life is serious. Helping others makes you happier too. What's a small act of kindness you offered recently? What is something that you've done that was an act of kindness? Because can we be real? Sometimes an act of kindness, we always want other people to do something for us. We have our hand out. We don't always put our hand out to give. So what is something that you have done recently as an act of kindness? I have given and I give. I give a lot. Different ways that I give. It's not all about money. I definitely give a lot of time. I definitely give a lot of wisdom. I definitely give. I give random acts of kindness. That's something that I have done recently. Anybody else before we go to the question? Are y'all enjoying this? This is different, right? Because y'all know tomorrow night we come on Bible study. That's going to be serious. This is a deep dive. That's serious. So let's have some fun tonight on this show. All right. So the question is, what small act of kindness did you offer recently? Let me move all these things out the way, these banners, so you can see all the answers. Which act of kindness do you practice the most? A, encouraging words. B, volunteering. C, giving anonymously. D, checking in on someone. And we had just said that last Saturday. Check in on your strong friends. Check in on your strong friends. Come on. Karen says she just helped a lady with her groceries. Awesome. Angie says my pet peeve is taking the buggies back to the store. Are you the one? Are you the one? It's your fault these buggies try to hit my car. She said, that's my pet peeve. She said, therefore, I take the cars back in the stores. But that's good. That's good. So if you ever roll through Walmart's parking lot, it's like, man, come on, people. They got them sitting up on the side next to the trees. And it's like, well, there's a cart place where you can just take your cart. Anyway. All right. Sylvia says, giving my time and helping others. Awesome. Angie said, all of the above. Sandra says, hey, encouraging words. Stacy is saying, giving. She loves to give. Sylvia says A, B, and D, encouraging words, volunteering, and checking in on someone. Y'all know y'all part of church or these communities, these PTO meetings, these babies y'all got or grandbabies y'all got in school. You got to fix cakes or pies or go to the stores, a holiday coming up, having to pick up your grandbaby. Do I need to keep going on? Believe me, when you've already raised your kids and you got grandchildren and you happen to babysit, boo, listen, those are random acts of kindness all the time. I'm just saying. Kara says all of the above. All right, so the answer is all acts of kindness count, big or small. Big or small. We're almost done with these. Is this making you laugh some? Are you feeling a little bit relaxed and feeling okay? Because we're healing out loud. Can you say that? I'm healing out loud. This is healing out loud. I'm not focused on my problem. I'm taking a moment to breathe in. I'm taking a moment to laugh. I'm taking a moment to think about something else other than. People who reflect regularly on their growth are more likely to meet their goals. That's a good fact. So when you reflect a lot more on your growth, it didn't say problem. Problems stunt. When you focus on your problems, this begins to stunt your growth, your maturity. This begins to kind of like subtract. How is this subtracting? It's subtracting your peace. It's adding stress. It adds the negative and takes away the positive in your life. So what growth moment are you most proud of? What growth moment in your life are you most proud of? I'm most proud to be here, like right here, doing what I'm doing. I'm so proud to be here, being truly excited about my life. I'm so happy to be here in this moment in time. I know inflation is going on. I know we got a president that's doing whatever he wants to do and whomever he can bring on the bandwagon. I know that people are having heartburns with life right now. There are a lot of pain points and they don't know which way they're going to go. I know money is strange and I know interest rates are up and I know you feel it with your credit cards. I know you feel it in those areas of your life. I know you do. But when you focus on that, that pulls from you the little bit of joy you receive, because we just talked about, like Angie, her grandbaby took her popcorn and ran to the wall and she laughed at them. Like, those are moments that you can laugh at. Have you ever been so angry and so mad because of a certain place in your life or something that happened, and even though something was funny, you couldn't even find a way to laugh at it? I've been there. And this is the part that we're talking about, letting go of anger, because anger steals from you. Anger causes you not to pull in the beauty in whatever day of this beautiful world that God has blessed us to see. Speaking in front of an audience, showing up. Okay, Angie, come on, growth. That is good. Being able to be home and taking care of myself. Come on, retiree. Yes, working to get there. Hello. That's a good thing. Come on, that's a good thing. All right, so here's the question. How do you track your growth? How are you tracking your growth? A, by journaling. B, talking to a mentor. C, monthly check-ins. Or D, I need to start. I need to start. A, journaling. B, talking to a mentor. C, monthly check-ins. Or D, I just need to start. And there's no shame in you saying, I didn't even realize I should be doing that. There's no shame in that. Shame steals. Shame suffocates. Shame will cause you not to see the important things in life because you're focusing on how people may be looking at you, how they may be judging you. And you're so busy trying to hide. So you keep everything bottled in, and you don't want anyone to know you're ashamed of certain situations or certain things or certain decisions that you made, and you're having to reap the repercussions of those things or bad choices that you made in your past. And we try to hide that, and we don't want people to know. So we create all kinds of facades and camouflage where we look good on the outside and you never know that we're breaking down, hurting on the inside. This is what shame does. We can be shameful of how we've acted out of our mouths or things that we have said, and shame steals. So we need to take our power back, because everybody has something that they are dealing with and growing through. Everyone has something where they can say, that was a poor choice on my part. But the truth about this for each one of us, you cannot go back and do it over. You can't go backwards. So can we focus on how do I grow me in the right direction? So Angie says this is how she's tracking her growth, by journaling, talking to a mentor, and monthly check-ins. Sandra says, I need to start. And there's a lot of you who said, I need to start. Oh my gosh, I just realized that. And that's the thing. There's no shame in that, because you can't do better if you don't know better. So when you know better, you do better. And these are small steps to move forward, to take control of your life again. And maybe you've given so much of yourself away to other people, and we can do that with family. We can do that with our jobs. This is something I realized. You wake up after having however long you've been able to really sleep. And let's just say you had a good night rest, and you wake up and you're like, oh, I feel so good today. But you got to go right to work. You're able to give that job the best part of you. So by the time you come home, you're on fumes, and you're trying to cook dinner, or you're trying to handle errands. You're trying to do this and that. And they're getting the leftover, which is not fair. But this is how society, whoever put these rules in place, are made up. But even on your jobs, we have to find a place and a way to pull the beauty in so that we don't lose ourselves. Come on, that's it. So the answer is, awareness is the first step to success. And you all have said, and this is the last one, just 10 minutes of meditation a day can significantly lower your anxiety and improve your mood. Just 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes to sit outside, 10 minutes to sit in a room quiet, 10 minutes to exercise, 10 minutes to read a good book, read the Bible, 10 minutes to listen to a song or listen to a podcast. You're spending time with me, trying to be positive with you tonight, healing out loud. So have you tried sitting in stillness today? That's just one thing that you could do. Have you sat in stillness without having everything else going on, noise all around you today? So let's look at the question. What helps you unwind best? We already talked about what makes you laugh, and hopefully I was making you do some kind of laughter today. Hopefully you were smiling a little bit tonight. What helps you to unwind the best? A, meditation. B, nature walks. C, music therapy. Or D, deep breathing. Oh, gosh. Not playing. All right. So what's the answer? I would not know what to do without my meditation. Come on, Angie. What's your answers? Meditation, nature walks, music therapy, or deep breathing? Which one of these has helped you to unwind the best? I say for me, all of them. See, music therapy. I heard that, girl. You know, we love our music. Yes. All of the above. Angie, you like all of them. She's putting all of them. It's at least 3 or 4 for her. I'm playing. It's all good. No problem. Sandra says C, music. Karen says A, C, and D. All right. I know that's right. Notice deep breathing. Woo! Just doing that. Sometimes before you make a hard choice, you need to just still away. I'll be back. Clear your thoughts and just breathe in. Just breathe in the air. Clear your thoughts. And then what do? You have to visualize yourself on a vacation somewhere and really stay there. Get that in your mind, or somewhere that's a quiet place, a safe, quiet place for you. And get that in your mind. Settle your breaths. Slow yourself down for a moment. Keep that in the forefront. I'm going to tell you, because what just came to me in doing that, listen, I was in Cancun and they had the hammocks on the ocean, like on the shoreline. That just came to me. It's like, oh, I need that in my life. But I love being able to keep my photos and videos of my vacations or my moments that I have taken, because when I have these high pressure moments, I can just go through my phone and it takes me back to that moment where I remember the breeze from the wind and blowing in my hair. I remember the sounds of the jet skis. And I remember I could be on one of those cabanas and I could see the ships going across. And it was just like the turquoise water. My God. I've been trying to go back there ever since, y'all. I got to give my life up so I can go back there. You heard me? What? But this is why it's important that you have moments of rest where you can unwind. Hi, Markera. I like them all. Come on. It depends on what's going on at the time. So true. Stacy says C, A and C. Deep breathing at the YMCA is one of our exercises. I know y'all love doing those water aerobics. Every time I hear somebody say, I signed up for a water aerobic, it's like, yep, I'm signing up for 2. Then I'm going to sign up for 3 a week. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Come on. All right. On your way to work. I love you. Appreciate you. Throw a nap in there. Come on. Because that's it. A power nap. Okay. So we enjoyed that. Oh, it's a try combining 2 for a deeper relaxation. Don't do just 1. Try to do 2. Did you enjoy that part? So let's dive into these 3 points and I'm going to let you go. All right. I wanted to give you something fun to allow you to just unwind tonight. This show, Healing Out Loud, we have some real talk, real pain, real healing. But laughter is a part of that healing. And we can't always get to the laughter if we don't know how to chill out and unwind. Tell your friend on here, honey, just calm down. Calm down, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. It's going to be all right. If I could tell that woman in her 20s, I would tell her, listen, Lateka, calm your nerves. Your life gonna be all right. Just get you together. All right. So we're diving into the vulnerability, which is what this episode is about. Embracing vulnerability, the path to true healing. This is a path to true healing. So I'm going to give you 3 points of this. Now, I want you to know vulnerability isn't weakness. It isn't weakness. It's strength in its realest form, to be vulnerable. But the problem is, some of us have been vulnerable with the wrong people. And that's been the issue. So somebody hurt us when we were vulnerable. That caused us to put a little, when we have a scar, we'll I know I'm not the only one. You didn't play with that scab, and then it got a little bit harder, right? So there began to be a little scab on your heart. You open up thinking doing a little bit better. So somebody else comes along like, well, you know what? You're right. She telling her business, he telling his business. So let me open up and tell mine. And then next thing you know, here comes another and another and another. But one thing that I have learned on my journey healing to get to this point in my life is, don't make someone else pay don't let that next person that you have met pay for something that someone else has done. Give them a clean slate. Give them an opportunity to prove to you who they are. And how do we do that? By forgiving and letting go of what all those other people did before them. So this is sometimes how we block relationships from forming, whether it be a husband or a wife, or be girlfriend, boyfriend, moving into that era. It be friendships, BFF, homeboys, homegirls, what have you. We can block that, but not being our true, authentic self because we've been hurt in our past. So being vulnerable isn't a weakness. It's a choice. And you have to allow yourself an opportunity to show your strength in realest form. When we stop pretending and start feeling again, that's when the shift can happen. Put that in the comments. I have to stop pretending that I'm okay when I'm not okay. I'm okay when you're not okay. Well, I'm saying those things that are not as though they are. Yeah, I get that. But if you don't deal with what's going on with you that is causing you not to really be okay, then it's just on repeat. You continue to move through this cycle on repeat. You got to allow yourself, like we said on Saturday, to feel this pain by admitting. We're not going to talk about that this time because that's a whole different episode. By admitting that hurt. And we have been taught so much that we can't even be honest with our own self. Nobody's looking. Tell yourself, no, that's not okay. That did hurt me. I am feeling the effects of what happened. This is being vulnerable. But the problem is we need to be in a safe place with the true people that we have come to know well enough so that we can be vulnerable. And healing can start. You can never heal from what you're not willing to admit. Come on. I have to stop pretending that I'm okay when I'm not okay. If you cut me deep enough, I'm going to bleed. I'm going to need stitches, and I could need something else. I may need to go to the doctor. But the problem is, especially as a lot of us women, we have had to be put in positions where we have had to be strong to the point that we don't know how to be soft. We don't know how to be able to receive help, receive a compliment. Oh, this whole thing, child. Receive the compliment. We don't know how to receive somebody just wants to bless us. I'm going to take you out to lunch today. You ain't got to do that. I got it. No, girl, I got money. I can take myself out. Why do you have to be so hard? Because life has thrown us situations, and we have also been conditioned that if we're too soft, we get made fun of. If we're too soft, we get ran over top of. If we're too soft, we get labeled. And this is the part where we got to, can you be real with yourself? Can you put that in the comments? Put your name in the comments and say, Lateka. I'm saying Lateka because I'm telling you and I'm telling myself. Be real with you. Be real with you. So the power starts also with you sharing your story. Just one small piece of your story can begin to break the cycle of isolation. One small piece of you sharing your story can break the cycle of isolation. Just one. That whole moment when we say, me too, this is what I went through. But we'll be saying in the head, me too, she thinks she's the only one that went through. I did too. But you don't open up your mouth and say, me too. Just a little small moment of being honest and saying, me too. And then if the door opens up, yeah, I went through that too. Me too. Because there's a lot of our babies, our grown babies out here going through so much. People in our generation going through so much, not knowing where the Me Too people are that they can talk to have that community. So if we walk around as if we just been looking like this, talking like this all our life, there ain't never been nothing wrong that we have done. That was in my former life, Okay, in your former life. But what did you do to finally no longer do some of the things that you have done? Maybe I can learn something from you. The Me Too. It opens a door for healing. Can you believe it? Just something. Me too. Practice that. Me too. Not to chime in and every time I got a bad cough, girl, me too. This is got me too. I ain't talking about that me too. I'm talking about when people are going through something and maybe they're vulnerable enough to just share a little small dot of their life. And it's like, you can resonate with that. Me too. You're not the only one. I went through X, Y, and Z too when I was such and such. And then you just never know. I'm like, for real, I thought I was the only one. Help someone heal by being a listener, by sharing a me too. God bless you, Pastor Thomas. Because somebody out there is waiting to feel less alone. What's one part of your story you've been scared to share? You can just put one sentence down. Can you be vulnerable enough to be open enough to share something, just one simple sentence? I've told y'all so much stuff about me because I've overcome that shame of being pregnant at 16, the shame when I was in high school, the shame of putting on all that weight when I got pregnant, the shame. It was just so many other things that even your peers, when you're in school, can make you feel ashamed of how you dress because you're less fortunate. You're not able to have all the things that they have. And adults do that too. So start small, start safe, be smart. You never know who your story may free. So we have to take small steps, small, brave steps forward. Healing doesn't require perfection. It just takes courage. And courage isn't loud. Sometimes it's whispering to yourself, I'm going to write this down today, journaling. Or it's, I'm going to call a counselor or a coach or a psychiatrist or sign up for my healing journey course. It's also saying, I'm going to be honest with myself today. I'm going to be honest with me for once today. That's bravery. This is breaking the barriers so that you can be vulnerable and you can heal. This is how healing begins to build. So start acknowledging and accepting your emotions. I'm going to have a call to action here. And this is for you to think about it and just do at home. If you haven't journaled, start journaling. If you don't pray, start praying. Like if you just prayed and you ain't really praying, pray for real. It's therapy. So you can start journaling, you can start praying, or choose therapy, find a community, pick one of these things to begin. And then take the small steps that lead to big healing. So when people say you big mad, no, I'm big happy. They want to say you big man. Well, that's your madness is noticeable, but can't your happiness be noticeable? Can't your smile be contagious? Can't your joy light up a room? Yes, it can. So acknowledge, this is my one point, acknowledge and accept your emotions. It's okay to feel this pain and deal with it than to keep feeling the pain and never deal with it. So if you're going to feel the pain, at least feel the pain to heal from it, to be good and done for good, then to keep feeling this pain every single day. The hurt, the trauma, the drama from your past that just doesn't seem to relinquish itself. It's like you're dealing with tormenting spirits that keep showing you the same situation over and over. Or maybe you're walking through the shadows of the what ifs of life. And those shadows of the what ifs are false evidence appearing real, which is fear. And you never get to faith it because you're faking it. It's now time to faith it through life. Heal through this. You're not the only one. So it's okay to feel. And that vulnerability that you're feeling gives you strength and empowerment to say, me too. Because I promise you, once you start sharing your story, there's nothing like a sense of freedom that begins to come all over you. Pray for real. Come on. I've learned that the hard way, but God. Amen. Now, number 2, and we're closing out with our third one, the power of sharing your story. That's the second point. Embracing vulnerability, the path that leads to true healing. The first one was acknowledging and accepting your emotions. The second one is the power of sharing your story. Speaking out, not just when things are wrong with somebody else, but speaking out and sharing experiences can break the cycle of isolation. This is what the devil wants. He wants to paint a picture that looks so bad, it keeps you in a place of feeling shamed, having fear, which puts you in a place of having isolation. So if they can keep you isolated, you have no sense of community. You have no sense of someone you feeling like you can trust, where you can say, me too, where you can get that support that you need. So we have to learn how to speak up, share our experiences. You don't have to dive deep into your life, honey. Ain't nobody telling you to write the book with somebody when you got their attention. It's just something as simple as making a step forward to break the cycle of isolation where you feel like you're the only one, or you feel like nobody wants to hear, nobody wants to deal with you. You just feel like a broken record. You done wore people's ears out. Oh, I was just talking about me. My bad. Yeah, that used to be me. Mm-hmm. So I know what this is like. It's going to bring support and understanding. Oh, here we go with this TikTok stuff again. Carriers cargo. What does that mean? I don't know. A ship? I don't know. This is stupid. Oh, we did it. Who knew? Y'all back. Welcome back, TikTok. All right. So the last point is taking small, brave steps forward. Just take small steps forward. Put in the comments. Just take small steps forward. Let that be a goal. If you want to start with journaling, well, go get you a book to journal in. You ain't got to get one of these nice, I don't even have mine in here, but you get a notebook. You can go to the Dollar Tree, get you a notebook, and start writing in that. When you do, write out how you feel. Write out what happened for you today. Or, of course, you can get, and I'm going to break this stuff down also going forward in my book. I'm going to have some pages on the screen where you all can see. But also, there are places here, for example, this says, it's a workbook. It's a book, but it's also a workbook. This is morning meditation. For example, this is just day 4. Day 4 says, today I need to do the following. Today I would like to accomplish whatever it is. You're going to put it in. This morning, I'm thankful for, you write it out, whatever it is. And my prayer for today is, and that's just meditation. Just you woke up, you prayed, you did whatever, you wrote your feelings out. And it's not like this every single day in this book. There's a lot. It's 300 pages, but there's a lot. And then this is just day 4. So day 4, after you've done everything that you had to do, you had on here and said, this is what you want to do today. So at night, you're going to reflect. And reflection is nightly examination of your day. Reflect and reset for tomorrow. So the question on here is today, or a statement says, today I found myself doing something positive, doing some positive things such as, and you're going to journal it out. You're going to write it out. You're going to write it out. And then it says, I can turn my negative things into positive ones by, you're going to write it out. And then it says, meditate on what you just wrote and how you plan on turning the negative things into positive ones. Now let's go into prayer. So you're going to write it out. And one thing for sure, as you write, when you finish writing out your prayer, say it, confess it out of your mouth. So there's a lot of things that we have in here. And just to let you know, like this is nightly examination of your day. This tells you what it means. So we go back to day 2, I believe. Day 2, you see, I told you there's words all in this book, but it shows you how to do it. At the end of each day, it's important to pause and reflect on how the day went. This nightly examination helps you identify what worked well, what you can improve on, and sets a clear intention for the next day. Here's a simple structure to guide your nightly self-reflection. Did you complete the things you needed done today? If so, then how did this make you feel? There we go. Your feelings are warranted. Your feelings are valid. If not, then what stopped you from doing it? And it's a prayer in here, a prayer for growth and change. I'm just going to read the first paragraph. It says, Dear God, I come to you today with a heart full of gratitude for this day and the lessons it has brought. Thank you for the strength and courage to face each challenge and for the grace to learn and grow from them. Today, I acknowledge the areas in my life that I want to change. I see the habits that no longer serve me, the thoughts that limit my potential, and the patterns that hold me back. This is a whole prayer. I didn't read all of it. It's just a whole prayer that you can read already written for you. And you can copy that. And then it's a meditation and gratitude with reflection that you just read through. So it's just so much in this book that we're going to be doing in this course. I'm so excited about this course. But as I shared with you, taking the small step forward, be brave enough to move forward. Seek counsel, join supportive communities, whatever you need to do, just heal. Give yourself permission to heal. Can you say that? I'm giving myself permission to heal. And you can learn more about my program that I have at lscglobal.com/healed, HEALD. And you can just visit that. you can visit it and find out more about it. I'm going to be coming on here a lot more, giving you pointers. We're going to have fun. I'm also going to be bringing up certain parts of the book on the screen as I did before. TikTok, sorry, can't do it for you. But I'm saying I'm going to be bringing it up so you can see how we're going to be moving forward in the program. I'm giving you things for free. Not to mention, the course by itself is super, super early bird low. For 90 days, you got 10 classes. We're going to be taking these classes are going to start. It's going to start on the 22nd, and that's just a start, which is a Thursday, but the classes will be alternating Mondays or Fridays at 7 p.m. Monday nights or Friday nights at 7 p.m. There will be 10 classes only, right? The 11th class will be a celebratory class where you get your certificate and you get whatever else that I'm going to give, and your life is going to change because there is no way you could be serious about this and your life changes. Now, here's the giveaway. For anyone who wants to sign up, well, let me rephrase that. I'm giving you two different things tonight. Anyone who wants to sign up tonight, you get 10% off. You will have 24 hours. 24 hours. That is, well, a little over 24 hours. 11:59 p.m. May 7th, which is tomorrow, you would just either text 404-667-0567. You could just text healed or want the code or what have you, and we'll send you a link that is for the discount for 10% off. So the course that comes along with the book, that comes along with your coaching platform and an app, so many things, a community that's set up almost like Facebook. It's like a whole group community, and so many other wonderful things in your coaching platform or your course platform comes with the book. Right now it's $249 only. So 10% of that is like $25. You're saving $25 straight out the gate, right? If you sign up. And I take Afterpay. So you can use Afterpay to do monthly installments. There is no reason. Are you not worth sacrificing one meal that you would spend on yourself going out to eat a week to pay for this? $249, and it will never be low like this the first time that I'm doing it. I'm going to do another class. I'm doing a new class every single month, but the price will increase until we get to the price of the class. So next month, if you don't sign up this month, the early bird will be $349. The early bird next month's class, when they start, it will be $349. It comes with the book, but this $249 right now comes with this book. This book is $50 by itself on Amazon. So you can either get it here or you can buy the book yourself. And I think a few people have already bought it. And if you want to be a part of the class, the course, then you would pay $199. In addition to that, you can add on having me in as a coach for 90 minutes. You can either get 2 sessions as an add-on for only $99. That is a super savings. You get 3 hours with me for $99. And you can split up your time. So let's just say you wanted to do 1 hour 3 times. I'm willing to do that for you. You wanted to meet with me 3 separate times. Maybe that's once a month because the course is 3 months, it's 90 days. Maybe you want to meet once a month for an hour. You're already having me going through the course. You already have this amazing book that is full of so much. Like you could buy the book and you could go through the program. I mean, you could go through the book and work through it, but there's nothing like what you're going to get here with someone who came from all of this stuff, who had to rise above it. I had to fight all my life to get here. And I'm able to share wisdom, techniques, strategies, help you, keep you accountable, keep you on track. And you have community at the same time. It's powerful. So you can sign up. And if you don't want to do Afterpay, we can do monthly installments. And that I don't have a problem doing that. This is so inexpensive that you don't have a reason not to join other than you say, I don't need this. And if you don't, that's cool. But if you feel like you're stuck, you feel like there's some things that need to be improved, this is where you want to be, because your life will change. I promise you, if you are serious and you're ready to change, your life will change. So if you sign up in 24 hours, a little over 24 hours, you get $25 off. Now, here's the other giveaway. If you have listened and been a part of this and you want to sign up, I'm asking that if you will drop something small step in the comments that you're taking towards embracing your vulnerability for a chance to go in another drawing for another $25. $25. So you got a way to get $25 off the roof by signing up. And you'll go in a drawing where I'm going to be doing this continuously where other people's names are going to be going in there. So if you come back the next time I do my show and I put this drawing out again, or I'm doing whatever the drawings are, your name goes in that drawing each single time. So if you sign up, that's a way for you to get $25 more off if you were to win that drawing. And I may actually end up doing 2. I'm not sure yet. So I'm always doing something to give back. And the price is super low right now because this is my way of tithing back to God. He's given me this intellectual property, which the ideas, the strategies, the wisdom, the knowledge, to do this that he has given me. So I am tithing back, giving back to him by serving people and giving back to the people. Because I will tell you, let's say you didn't make the early bird special. That special cuts off on the 12th, I believe. And then the regular price just for this particular time is $349. So you got $349. That's what you're going to be paying going forward for maybe 4 days, I think. And then from there, if you don't make it by that time, the price is $777. At that time, you might as well wait for the next class. And I'm going to have just a few amount of people in each course because I want to keep it intimate. I want to keep it where we're able to have a good community. And the beautiful thing is the platform that's being built for this course actually creates this community where you all are being the course together already. But as new people join the course and new people want to join the membership platform, we'll also open it up for another part of a positive community that's not on Facebook, that's not on social media. It is all about and supporting your healing journey. So if you have questions and you're like, I just need to know a little bit more information, you can schedule a 15-minute consultation with me and we can talk about it. I can answer some questions. You got questions about the payments. You got questions about the course structure. You want to see a little bit more of the book. I don't mind doing something on Zoom where I can just let you see a little bit of the book. If you go on Amazon, it has a preview already out there of a few of the pages that you can take a look at. We're eventually going to be putting this in Barnes and Nobles and other bookstores, but right now it's created for this course and to help people heal. So again, you get 10% off if you sign up within 24 hours. But if you feel like you have questions, shoot that email to lscglobal2021@gmail.com or text 404-667-0567, and I will make sure that we get that responded to you. All right. There's no reason why you need to be stuck or stay in the shape that you're in. Here's the syllabus. I got this up on the screen. So I will share it also in the comments for those of you who are watching or you're interested. It has everything as far as at least the highlights broken down so you can see what the syllabus is. We're going to do this in three phases, which has 1, 2, 3 for 3 months. And it's broken down strategically to help you heal correctly, where you won't feel overwhelmed. And the beautiful thing is, if you know someone who can benefit from this, and you send them my way and they sign up and make their payments, you're going to get a referral fee. So you can keep referring people and let them pay for your course. And this is going to be the cheapest that you can get this 1 month. So why wait till next month when the early bird next month is definitely going to be $349? So if I already have that threshold right now, $777. And the more we dive into that, that price is going to keep going up because I'm going to be adding more every single time. So when you finish the course and you feel like, Lateka, I still want to stay with you because I feel like I need more, then guess what? You can move into my Women Rise Up and Live coaching program. And I'm also going to open it up to men for the boss. Holy Spirit told me that today. I got the book. Lord, I'm dropping stuff. And this is, let me take this down. So this is the other book, For My Best Life, Living My Best Life. This helps you plan out your life. So after you heal your life with this, then you come into the coaching program and I help you plan out that newly reconstructed, rewritten life that you healed. And now you know what you want to do. So you can come into the other course with this book and we can get you right. And you can really take off. I'm dropping all kinds of stuff. And you really take off in your life. All right. So I've enjoyed hanging out with you all tonight. I hope that you had a good time. You were able to unwind. Maybe you decided not to watch TV tonight. You decided to be a part of Healing Out Loud. Either way it goes, I'm so grateful to have you here. So if you do have questions, please feel free to reach out. By all means, go visit the website. There's a lot of good information out there. That's lscglobal.llc.com. And just go through our tabs and you can see what all that we are doing. I want to see you healed. I want to see you living the best life. I want to see you thriving in this life because that's what you're meant to do. You are worth it. You are worth it. Tell your neighbor, your friend, your sister, girl. Next time we come on, please invite somebody else to join with you. And I'm going to try to make sure I give you more than a 24-hour notice. Right now, until I can get my schedule synchronized, I don't want to pick a certain day. Especially when we start the course, we're Mondays and Fridays. And our next class that starts in June will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then the next one after that will be all on Saturday. And that's going to be a higher price. But I'm just saying. So if you feel like you can make it work with a Monday and a Friday, and it's not every week, I'm going to put the dates out there this week at the same time. I'm going to be dropping important information out throughout the week. So stay tuned to my page. I'm also going to create a way that you can subscribe via Facebook, and when you have a subscription on my profile on Facebook, you're going to get things that other people are not going to get. We're going to be able to come on and do these kind of things. I'm going to give you discounts. I'm going to give you pointers. I'm going to drop some videos that other people, even though my profile is mainly public, only certain subscribers will be able to get. So when we launch our actual course platform, you can subscribe to that. So if you subscribe on Facebook, that means you're automatically going to go into the subscription on the course platform, where you'll be able to get certain things that the regular folks can't get. Why? Because we're connected, and this is your community to help you heal and thrive in life. I love you. Have an amazing, super incredible night. Peace and blessings. I'm going to let y'all listen to my show intro on the way out. I'll see you next time.
Welcome to Healing Out Loud with Coach Lateka, where we have real talk, real pain, and real healing. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Visit lscgloballlc.com/healed.